Hello YouTubers, this is Alice with Wonderland Speaks. My email is wonderlandspeaks@gmail.com. I'm excited to be here. I started a video where I was making what is called the chocolate brownie bundt cake. I was really excited, still am, to share with you this was the final result. And to recap, as I mentioned, it is the easiest recipe you will ever see. As I mentioned, it is a box of Betty Crocker brownie mix, a box of Betty Crocker dark chocolate, not the devil's food because you want it to be very rich. So you're going to have a box of chocolate, Betty Crocker chocolate, and a box of Betty Crocker brownie mix. You're going to have 4 eggs. You're going to have 1 1/4 cups of oil, 1 1/4 cups of water. That is it. Mix, and to make it more richer, add a cup of milk chocolate chips. You're going to flour and spray your bundt pan. Pour this in it. You're going to cook it. You're going to bake on 325 for 55 minutes to an hour. It's going to be firm, a little dense, but it'll be perfect. It'll have the taste of a brownie, but it'll be a cake. So believe me, it'll be perfect. You'll love it. What I'm making here is, this is the, it's a glaze for the brownie cake. Now, what's in that is, I've only made this once, so I still rely on my recipe, which I'm going to post on my video. What you'll have here is, this is the baker's chocolate. You know, you can get that anywhere. It's the baker's chocolate. You're going to use 3 ounces, and these are the squares. But this box is 4 ounces. So I generally double my batch because we like a little more chocolate. So you're going to double this batch, double this. You're going to put in a bowl, put in the microwave, not long, like 60 seconds maybe. You're going to check it, make sure. You don't want a liquid, you just want that chocolate, because you know this is hard. You just want it to get soft. You're going to take 6 ounces of this, so that's a box and a half of this, because each box is 4 ounces. You're going to take 6 ounces of this. You're going to have 6 tablespoons of butter. Now what that basically is a stick and a half. So you're going to have a box and a half, a stick and a half of butter. You're going to melt in the microwave. You're going to mix it together. And then this is what you'll have. When you mix the baker's chocolate and the butter together, you're going to get this. Now what I'm doing right now is I am mixing, I'm taking too long. I'm mixing the chocolate because you know this chocolate is not sweet. This is the butter. And see what this butter does? It softens up this hard chocolate so that you can work with it. So you're going to take this. Taking too long. You're going to take this. You're going to put it in your mixing bowl. I hope that everyone watching will bear with me with these. I'm going to get better with my videos. It's been quite a while since I did a video. I've had so much happening. I just haven't had an opportunity to do this. So, what you do is, what you're going to put in here is going to be warm. So I've got, this is canned milk, which is this. The milk and the water both have been put in the microwave because the recipe calls for hot water and hot milk, hot canned milk. So you're going to have about 3 cups of powdered sugar, and you're going to sift it because, as you know, powdered sugar has lumps in it. So you're going to take your sifter, sift it out. You do this before. I've already done it for this. So it's already been sifted. Now what you're going to do is put your vanilla extract. You're going to have 4 tablespoons. This is your measuring spoons, and this is a tablespoon. You're going to have 4. 1, 2. You can see I'm really prepared. I've been so distracted, so much crap. That's 2. 3. And you might need a little more vanilla extract. So now that's 4. So basically what you do is alternate the water and the milk. I am messy. So you want to mix this extract in here because your powdered sugar is going to be the last thing you put in here. This will make a great addition to your menu for Thanksgiving or Christmas or any time. Come on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now, as I mentioned, this is a light one. I didn't want to use the big one because this isn't going to take long. This is a very simple recipe, so you want to keep things simple for yourself. You don't want to turn it up high. You want it on low so that you don't make a mess. Come on. Now my milk here has a skim on it. What you don't want. Okay. You know what? Mix this. Really well. Now see this? See how this looks? Now I have to finish putting in the powdered sugar. And as I said, you put it in gradually. You don't put it in all at once. I'm still reading my directions. Okay. So, come on. Now this will probably take you about 15 minutes. It really doesn't take that long. Now when this goes on the cake is cool. That's why I had to stop the video before. The cake when it comes out of the oven, of course, I don't know how long it's going to take you. A few hours for it to completely cool. You don't want to put anything on it while it is still warm, because if you do, it's going to run down and you're going to have a mess. So as I said, I'm going to list this on the website. Now I put in all my powdered sugar, and now I'm just mixing. Now as you can see, this is not, it doesn't take that long to do this. I hope everyone out there will try it and they'll see Now this isn't like frosting because it is a glaze, so it's going to be, now I'm going to scrape the sides. Okay, so now see this? And this is a glaze. So a glaze is generally a little runnier. So, let me taste this. This needs a little more powdered sugar. I can still taste the bite of the chocolate. The chocolate is very bitter. So, again, I tell you, how unorganized can a person be? My head is in so many places that, as I mentioned before, that's why I can't, I have to have everything out so that I don't forget what I'm doing. Because I'm one of those people that my brain, I'm distracted very easy. And if I've got a lot of things going on, which you'll see about me, I always have a lot of things going on. Yeah, you never want to cook or bake anything that you don't taste, because who's the best judge of how something, if it's got enough salt or any seasoning, if you don't taste it? So, because you're the best judge of your own cooking. Not to mention, you don't want someone else to say to you, why is this bitter, or why isn't this sweet, or this needs a little this, or it needs a little that. And again, it's not about you pleasing everyone. It's about you pleasing you. So now, you saw me put a little more powdered sugar in it. I still think it needs a little more. And again, that's just me. You might decide, I don't need any more. But I do say on my recipe that you may need to put a little more, because as I said, that this is, as it says on there, unsweetened. That's just the way they sell it. So now, mix it, and then what I'm going to do is pour it on the cake. And what I also do is I make like a little garnish. That's what I call it. I do that for just about any dish, whether it's sweet or savory. For this particular cake, I made up a walnut chocolate chip. I've got white milk chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate. So there's 3 different chips with walnuts and dates, and also some cooked brownie that that I had in there. Come on. Okay. So, I want you to see that? See that? Okay. Now, you always want to I do apologize because it was never my intent to be so long about making my videos. I never would have started my channel if I had thought, but as I stated, I've had so many things going on in addition to moving. I just, a lot of things going on. Okay, I really want to, Jesus Christ. Okay. Man, my mess. Okay, that's good enough. So you want to make sure that everything is mixed. Oh shit. Yes, I'm a little messy, but as I stated before, you want to clean as you go so that you don't have as big a mess as I have. Also, in reference to the cake, I want to mention, as I mentioned before, when you make it, you got a box of each. The cake mix, the brownie mix, 4 eggs. You want 1 1/4 cup of water, 1 1/4 cup of oil. And as I mentioned before, you want a half a bag of milk chocolate chips. You put it all in there together. Remember, the eggs should be room temperature. Put everything in your bowl together, not separate. You do it all at once. And you want to take your little mixer. You mix it for about a minute, not long. You don't want to overbeat. And you also do not want to... you don't want to overbeat and you don't want to overbake. When you test it, when you open that oven to see if it's done, you pull the rack out. Don't forget your mitts. You don't want to burn yourself. And you take your toothpick or your knife or whatever you want to use. When that knife comes back up, you don't want it to be clean. There should be some residue from the cake on this. That's when you know it's ready. Not liquid. But it almost seems as though I've never cooked, doesn't it? You know, this is something that for a lot of us is very therapeutic. You basically just take and put your frosting on it, or glaze, whatever you want to call it. Now again, if you have some of this left over, you can save it. You know, Christmas is coming up, and you can use it then. So it won't go to waste. Let's see here. You know, one of the things we've learned most recently is that this is scientific. We didn't know that before. We just, now this is the mixture I mentioned to you before. And it is dates. All of it went in the food processor. And I basically take this and I put it on my cake. And yes, I'm messy, messy, messy. Now again, this is not what happens every time I do this, but my brain is in too many places. I'll be the first to say it. Okay, so this will basically be the end result. See that? Oh, see. Again, hope you'll enjoy. Let me know what you think. I promise you will not regret it. Easy recipe, won't take that long. It'll take you less time than it did for me to show you how to do this. That's how simple it is. Thanks for watching. I hope you continue to watch. I'm gonna get better, I promise. This is Alice with Wonderland Speaks at gmail.com. Bye.